So when we use this language that vocation is integral, not incidental to the mission of God, what we're arguing is that written to the very meaning of God's work in the world is vocation. It isn't on the side of, it isn't an afterthought, it isn't what you do after work, it isn't Sunday morning in some sense. I mean, it really is part of the rhythm of the work and worship of God in the world. This deeply Hebraic, vision of avodah, where in some ways there's a seamlessness between our worship and our work, and that all of life is meant to be worship to God, of sacramental, of giving of ourselves to God. So we see, vocation that way, which we argue is a very big word, a very complex word. It isn't just work, it includes work. But vocation is my whole of life lived before the face of God. So all that I am as a man, as a human being. It is my relationship to God, but it's also my relationship to my wife and to my children and to my neighbors and my friends. It's my citizenship. It is also my work as a teacher. We see that what God's doing in and through the world is done in and through the vocations of his people. And so for us to argue that vocation is integral to the missio Dei, to the mission of God, to the work of God in the world, is to argue, in fact, what I think the best of Christian theology teaches, that the mission of God is this, who we are as human beings is this. And in fact, if that's true, then we have to rethink what we mean by vocation.